Okay, this video is about why Hamas and ISIS and all of these radical Islamic extremist groups, why do they crave death, right? There's got to be a reason for it. And they have been on video numerous times stating things like, we love death more than we love life. So why is that? Well, my good friend Marcus Aurelius has an answer. So I just want to share with you what Marcus Aurelius had to say on that subject. And again, this comes from the Emperor's Handbook. Okay, this comes from book 7, and it's paragraph number 24. Angry looks offend against nature. From the face that habitually wears a frown, beauty fades, and in the end vanishes beyond hope of ever being restored. How true is that? So, especially in the elderly people who have never smiled their entire life, they've never experienced that joy, that repetitive joy that forms the muscles in the face when you smile, right? So you see this in people. So that's a very true statement. But he goes on and he says this. From this fact, so the fact being that if you are miserable and you never smile, then your face will become set in stone of misery, essentially. So from this fact, try to understand what is contrary to reason. Contrary to reason. And this is what's contrary to reason. Once awareness of sin is lost, what hope is there to go on living? That is powerful. Once awareness to sin is lost, what hope is there to go on living? When you look at Hamas in general, this applies to other radical groups that crave death more than they love life. It is because they have lost awareness of sin. And look at conditions in Gaza, where Muslims have, I would say the radical Muslims are in charge. I'm not speaking about Muslims in America who are more moderate. So when you look at how they rule, they stone adultery. They stone people to death for adultery, for homosexuality. They apply the what we would consider a Old Testament standard on a modern day world. They commit acts of incest, right, where men are free to engage in a homosexual relationship with a boy under 18 years old, or a girl. They can take their virginity at a very young age. They can marry at a very young age. So they have no respect, no ethics, no morals, and sin becomes blind to them. They're so engaged in the act of sin that they can't recognize it. So, naturally, if you cannot recognize sin, you're going to crave death. And this guy knew it. This guy says it right here. So I just wanted to share that with you. The world is in very crazy times right now. It's got me thinking about Gog and Magog, right? Ezekiel 38:39. Although, I'm not, I appreciate the Bible for what it is. It is indeed a book of wisdom. But, we kind of need to pray for the world, right? And it doesn't matter who you believe in. We need to pray for peace. So this is the Cold War Sailor. Enjoy your day. Out.